Hello everyone. I am Steve's avatar. Steve wanted me to come on here and announce that his personal tarot readings from now, October 2022 through December 2022 are all half price. The price for a full personal tarot reading will be £20. That should be somewhere in the region of $23. The normal asking price has always been £40 for a reading. But for just over the Christmas period he is cutting all readings down to just £20. So if you had ever wanted a personal reading by me, now would be the time. And grab this deal while it's hot. This deal will end sometime during the last part of December 2022. All you have to do is email me at stevenabbott1976@googlemail.com. You can also find the email link in the description box below with all other links. You will need to send me an email and I will respond with all links and instructions.
Taurus, Gadanga, how you doing, Dangia? Someone from also South Africa or African or something like that, or African American. How you doing, Taurus? So I've just done your reading, done Pucci, and it was very, very, very informative, and there was a lot of things that Spirit wanted you to know over on Patreon. So if you are on Patreon, you've probably seen it already, and I said that I'll do a different reading on here. It's kind of the same. I'm pretty much going to look into spirit and your environment and pretty much what it is that they want you to know and what for you to be aware of. If you want more of an in-depth reading of everything clarified and the turnout and what it looks like at the end of the week, then you'll need to join Patreon, either the silver or the gold tier. Anyway, how you doing, Taurus? So don't forget, very quickly, you can watch this as a live part 5. A Taurus, obviously, or Sagittarian, because Sagittarius is also 5 as a major arcana. So you can watch it as the major energy, okay? So there'll be just basically all of the major things coming up in your life. They'll just relate to the Sag readings and the Taurus readings, okay? So you can watch the Sagittarius reading, pretty much. Okay, see if the messages relate as the same. I think it's relative. I keep hearing relative. So it's probably a lot to do with your mother or your father. But your reading was like that. A lot to do with your mum, your father, ex, children and family getting involved in other people's relationships, okay? But I'm not going to give you too much away because there was a lot of do's and don'ts within that reading, okay? I think you also had an ex also trying to come back as well. So let's see that Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn, Gemini, possible life path 6, Lucy, Laura, Louise, Linda, Liz, Taylor, Tyler, Tarot, Tanya, Great Britannia, someone from Britain, Tanya, Tatiana, also Anna, Lana Del Rey, something to do with Lana Del Rey. I think she had her stuff stolen. She did. So have you had anything to do with about something being stolen from you? Okay, Alchemy and you, or Natalie, or something being stolen from you. Yeah, so what they're saying is that something, or Steve, is being stolen, or someone is copying your material. I think we've gone over all of that, okay? Just let the people copy. I think it's something to do around material, like something to do with like lingerie or material, something like that. Material, Madonna, Melissa, Maria, Michael Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, and stealing your material, okay? So is that something to do around clothes or your look or something like that, of how something looks, and that they're stealing your looks, or so are they copying your face? Something to do with that. Face, Rachel, are you alright? How you doing? How's your tarot going? But like copying my look, like they keep personating my look. So be very careful around people stealing people's profile pictures or something like that to do with around Instagram or Twitter or YouTube, around someone stealing your look. Like, that looks good, I think I'll take that. Okay, so I don't know if this is anything to do with around you guys doing material, like clothes designing, like you're a designer and you design something, and that there may be someone that's stealing the idea of what it is that you're designing, okay? So say that you've been working like in the science lab or something, or scientific or Scientology. I'm hearing Scientology. Psychology or psycho. Okay, so you might be into psychology or psychotherapist. You could be like ADHD, ADD, and you're seeing a psych evaluation. You're having a psychic or a psychic medium, or it could be a psychic medium stealing other people's psychic. You can't steal other people's psychic powers, by the way, unless your name's Austin, okay, or you're from Australia, okay, or Uzi or Uzi 9mm. So it could be a 9, okay, so it could be a Virgo or a life path 9 person that steals. I'm not saying all Virgos, you don't have to fucking shoot the messenger. Something to do around messages, I'm channeling for you, Taurus, is about the messages that you... These are people that copy other people's messages psychically and then Jen, Julian, I don't know. Something to hear again, man. What is it? What we doing, Taurus? Life Path 5, Sagittarian, Taurus again. Am I talking about fucking YouTube again? So there is someone in the background there that is stealing people's material, or just waiting for people to come out with a psychic message and then try and deliver the same by saying that it's them that's doing it. Oh, I don't care. If you're that sad that you have to do that, then just, I don't know, crack on. Make people believe that you're doing it. I don't know. But anyway, let's see. Taurus, that's some kind of strange messages about people stealing your material. Just let them take it. It doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Matter trying to change matter. Dark trying to change dark. So, yeah, don't try to change the darkness. You can't, right? It's just a thing called love. Unless you're called love, right? You. I've got no idea where all of this stealing stuff keeps coming from, and it's always in Sagittarian readings, Taurus, and it was also in the Aries reading as well. So Life Path 4, Scorpio, Aries. I don't know. You can't steal an idea that's already been done. Everything is stolen. Like there are so many ideas out there when it comes to YouTube that YouTube actually promote people through getting an idea from someone else's idea, just evolving it into your own. So there's not really theft. Picking up like a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian energy. Theft. So I don't know if this is someone that's actually stealing stuff, that like theft, like actual theft. And it's like accounts, like money transactions, accounts, like an accountant, okay? Or like the government stealing your money, which is what they normally do. Unless it's someone that's literally a thief. But I'm seeing like Cancerian, and like physically stealing something. Taurus, what should Taurus be aware of, please? What should Taurus be aware of? Anything that Taurus should be aware of? Pisces, Life Path 3 maybe, but a triangle, a love situation, third party, multiple lovers, and choice. Okay, you could be dealing with Life Path 7 or a Cancerian, okay, because that would be choice, multiple options, okay. So, I don't know, be careful of someone that is already with a girlfriend or a boyfriend, right? If they already have one, okay. Getting yourselves into a predicament where you have multiple choice. Or a past partner coming back, be aware of. Unless you want them back, you know. Unless you want them back. Let's see, Taurus, because your Patreon messages were on point. Taurus, anything for them to be aware of, please? Because it was a lot to do with family as well, like family interference into other people's relationships and saying that I don't like your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and it was very much fucking down that road here. Or Rhodes Island, or Louisiana, or Louise, Lucy, Laura, Anna, Annabelle, Bella, from Ireland also. Child services. Kids are at risk of being taken or is about to, reporting something, neglect or abuse. It come out through your Patreon stuff, I think, or did it come out on here? Where someone was threatening to take away the children from the ex. Okay, and having to go to court. This could be 3. Okay, so that could be a 3 of Pentacles, right? So, having to go to court, having to stand up for myself in court because of my ex or my husband or my wife trying to take away my children from me, okay? But it can also come across as the karmic bitch or the person, blah, 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 that has stolen my girlfriend or boyfriend and that they're with someone else, and the fact I don't like it, right? So, like I said, they stole my husband or a wife and I had a child with them, and I don't like the fact that they've moved on with their life. And the fact that they're with someone else now, and blah, 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 and a lot of, like, now organisation of, like, children and being in, you know, all that sort of stuff, and that's the way it is. And that's the way it is, right? So, neglect, I don't want my ex-narcissistic husband or wife to take away my children, or this is where family are all getting involved in my children's love life, and I don't want my children being taken away by a narcissist that's with my children, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? Let's see. Let's see. Because you had a huge energy of when I just done Taurus, or done or Pucci, where I just done Taurus and Aries. Aries in my book come up as Life Path 4s, Aries and Scorpios. Okay. Taurus, you come up as Sag, Life Path 5, and Taurus and Sag, okay? Because I read your numerology, okay? So you've got a big energy around family, around Life Path 4s and people like that here. Lars, Laura. Okay, let's see. Taurus, for them to be aware of. Taurus, anything for them to be aware of for Taurus. So, legal issues, justice, Libra, Justin. You're taking people's ideas, Justin. Legal issues, court, judge, immigration, lawyer, and etc. So it's basically about child services. The ex that you guys have possibly been going on about this for fucking ages. I was married, I was with someone at some point, and I can't stand the arsehole that they're with, blah, blah, blah. They went off with another woman or a man, and my child is involved, and I don't want that arsehole raising my children. Or I don't want that woman getting involved with my relationship that I'm in because I've got children. And I don't want the person that gave birth to this child, I don't want them involved in their life. Well, I'm sorry, but they're going to be, because they both of them, you're both equal, gave birth to a child. So equal rights. So what you got to do, probably what you're doing, going to social services and going to court. Okay, here. Now this is caught right up in a rock and a hard place with everybody that's interfering in everybody's business here. Okay. I'm interfering in your business, in your life, you know. It could be where there's a lot of competitive behaviour going on at work, okay, and people are all competing for one's attention here. Because regardless of whether you look at this Demi Moore or Danielle, Danny Glover, okay, you came up very much, Danielle, in the reading, okay, so I give messages to you and Jen, okay, Jen and Danielle, you have prominent messages that are coming out through your Taurus readings, okay. So if you want them, you're over there anyway. But this is competing for one's behaviour, okay? Competing, basically. So it could be competing in a love triangle, can be competitive energy at work. It can be a triangle of doom that you're in, where it's just doom and gloom and everybody competes and tries to get one up above where the boss is, like arse licking. That was a card that came up. Arse licking the boss, or like, you know, blah, 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 trying to get up one, you know, a leg up in the business and arse licking the boss and trying to outshine other people. And then it went on to YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. Here, kissing the arse of a public eye person. Let's see. Loyal to a fault, because the turnout was not good. Anyway, let's see. Taurus. So inside scoop, Scorpio. A closer look, nosing up in your business. There you go. So a closer look, have a closer look at it, because it's nosing up right in your business, okay? So it's right magnifying glass, putting someone under a microscope, basically, taking a big close look at someone's arsehole. Yeah. So unless you're having your arsehole checked or something like that, or bleached, but again, it's someone that's right up in your business, that wants to know everything about the ins and outs of the peanuts of your shit, okay? They are wanting to know what's going on with your children, what's going on in your life. They want to know what's going on in your love life. Even if this is a family member, they want to know what's going on with the person that you've just got back with, because you are my child, and I want to know where your boyfriend is, what they're doing, have you argued, have you not? And I want a close nosy up in your business, right up in your life, to find out everything that you've got going on in it. Someone loves communicating and talking. They talk to get information out of people, okay? So when you talk a lot, they expect an answer back from you. And if you don't give them it, they'll just keep asking more questions. They love it. They love asking loads of questions. Okay, question after question after question after question after question. It's a bit like the Spanish Inquisition, or someone from Italy, okay? They're like talking, trying to find out more information, okay? Let's see. Taurus. Anything else for Taurus to be aware of, please? So you got dodging bullets, the Matrix here. So dodged a bullet there, Dodger, or Roger, or Rabbit. But blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. So you got a lot of haters around you, definitely around where you're working, Taurus, or Sagittarian, or Life Path 5s. It's up to you, but wherever it is that you work, people do not, they're competing against you. If you're a tarot reader, they're competing against you. If you're online, they're competing against you. If you are, or you are them. If you've got family, they're competing for your attention to tell you what to do and what not to do, that you're shouldn't be in a relationship with this person, blah, 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 and that you've dodged a lucky bullet there because I'm right up in your business telling you that you shouldn't do all this sort of stuff. Okay. This is also very competitive behaviour around anything that you're doing, or this person is for themselves. There are people here that do not like what you do for yourselves. They're trying to control your life, basically, Taurus. Okay, well, control your vocabulary, control what you're supposed to do or what you're not supposed to do. That might be with the children that you had with the person. So that might be taking over finances, stuff like that. I'm taking over all the finances, all the legal issues, everything else, and I'm going to do it all myself, and I don't need your input. So I'm just going to take everything on and just do it myself. Okay. Kind of got like that vibe here. Because it could be you're just fucking useless and shit, and I'll just do it all myself. Here, it's kind of like this get out of the way energy. You're not good, I'll do it. Right, you're not good at that, just give it to someone else, they're better at it. Okay, so it's a little bit like going for a job. I'm also picking up the name Rob or Robin or Robert, but a little bit like when you go for a job, okay, and you compete to get it, and they kind of like, someone in the office makes you feel really shit and says, oh, you're no fucking good at that task, give me it, I'll do it. Okay, or they lick the boss's ass and says, well, I can do that. Yes, sir, look, I'm good. And you're like, oh, fucking hell, here they go. You know, someone like that, maybe, where you're competing against someone who's like, I'm better at this, I'm better at that, hey, I'm better, you know, and I'm much better than them, and I'm much better here, and you're kind of like, fucking hell, really, bruv? Is this child's play or what? Or is it Chuck E. Cheese? Or is it Tyler? Sorry, but Chucky. But like, I don't know. But I'm hearing, like, I'm better than you. I'm the biggest of the bunch. I've got this bigger than you, and I'm bigger and better and everything else, and you can't touch this MC Hammer. So M, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Jason, Justin, or MC, CC, Mexico, anybody begin with C or M. Okay, muck, like muggin, McLunan, muck this, muck that. McCartney, I don't know, Paul, Pauline, Pucci, Pisces. I don't know. I got a feeling that whatever it is that you're doing around your job, people are right up in your business trying to like say that they're better than what you are. Okay, or it's you guys doing it to this person. I don't really care. But there's a lot of competitive behaviour feeling here, and there are just general messages around Jen, Julian, Jason, just Jackie, around legal issues that are of child services, protecting rights, fear that you're going to take my children. If you come up in the Scorpio Life Path 4 Aries reading, there was someone that was planning on... Oh no, I said I wasn't going to say that. Because no, I'm not going to say that. Because I someone was planning on doing something, and I said, don't let this other person know, or don't question this person if they're going to be doing that, because there was a secret plan that this person was going to be doing something. And I said I wouldn't say it on YouTube in case other people were actually watching for the other person that was planning on doing something. So I'm not going to indulge too much in that. But it's kind of coming up here about this plan, because it's around this kind of energy, and it might be children, but it could also be planning on doing something that was in the better rights of the person that they believed they were doing it for. And it come up in the 4 reading, which is Aries, but 4 is also Scorpio or Life Path. So it was something about children, or someone, or your children were planning on doing something. But again, I'm indulging into the energy where I said I wasn't going to say unless you're on Patreon. Here. Let's just do one more card. But if you want to know those, you'll need to join Patreon, guys, because there was some very important messages there. Let's see. But probably only for the ears of the people that are on Patreon there. Taurus. So you got low IQ. Really? I don't know. It's some of you that are striving to do better at your work, but you might have just people that are brainiacs. Brianna. But like people that are kind of like, well, I'm more better than what you are. I have a better IQ. I'm better at this and I'm better at that and blah, blah, blah. And you're nothing but a dumb fuck. You know, just people that are like, you know, I don't know. You meet them though, Taurus, right? Do you know what I'm saying? But just kind of like you know, I wish I had a better IQ and I wish I could kind of do better, but at the moment I kind of have to take 2 jobs, or like, you know, I'm getting very fucking tired and very frustrated by having to do 2 jobs or this job, and they're everybody competing against me, making me feel like I'm not good enough and that I don't have a bigger IQ than they do, and, you know, we're going to do better than what you are, and we're going up in the company and you're not, and all of that kind of like, you know, neglect type sort of abuse, really, just like bullies, people that make you feel as if you're dumb. Don't worry about them, Taurus. But again, it's kind of like that, you know, you're not good enough, you won't be good enough, you won't be able to do all of that, you won't be able to pay, you know, you can't go up, you can't be manager, you can't do this, you won't be able to support yourself, blah blah blah, you know, you've got ADHD, you won't be able to focus and to be a manager. Of course you won't, because you couldn't manage your own life. You know, you could have stupid people like that. You know, you've got ADHD, you won't be able to be a manager because you can't even organise one piece of work, let alone quite a few. And if you was to organise these people and you were mentally ill, then you're not going to be able to do all of that. I can hear it here. I can kind of hear this very competitive type sort of like, you won't be able to be, you're no good at this. Stop hanging around with people, Hangman, Pisces, or Life Path 3. Stop hanging around with people or listening to people that tell you you do no good. Okay, so that's what I've got for you guys. Hope you like the backdrop. Like I said, they are going to be slightly shorter over on here because I'm not clarifying them. But that kind of stuff I would clarify, and I'd give you multiple stories of multiple choice and option, and they are really in depth, so I think they're really good. And then we normally do these, okay, with loads of other messages on them, and then clarify that as your love or kind of interest or other things to be aware of, or what the messages are from your partner, or what they're planning, or what they're thinking, or what the energy really is beneath the surface of what they're planning on doing. So if you want all of those messages that are a lot longer, you need to join either the silver or the gold tier. But you can find that below. If you want to take advantage of the half-price tarot readings, then please make sure that you send me an email, and I will send you all of the links that are provided below. If you do that, because I was a little bit cautious that a scammer could just probably get my info and then send you it and try and make out that they're those. The information that I give you would tell you to use my PayPal, okay, that would get you to use my PayPal. So only use that link. If you get a scammer that has copied my shit, okay, and sends you the email, okay, because they could do this, okay, just only use the provided, because it would have my name on it, okay. My link to my PayPal has the link in it that says my name in it, okay. So don't just go and say, well, oh, I want a payment via Instagram or something like that, okay. You'll see that it's me because it has the general format of my information on it that is valid, okay. So there you go. YouTube, right? You've got to be careful around these scammers and people. But anyway, so yeah, trying to think of another way of doing it. I don't know. Getting paranoid. Anyway, guys, so if you would like it, you can find the link provided below to Patreon or all the other stuff that I'm running also. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.